everyone. This is Kruti Jai Pancholi, Assistant Professor in LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology in Department of Electronics and Communication. This video is about subject Microwave Engineering. So friends, we are going to learn about microwave network analysis. The topic we are going to cover here that are the S parameter and waveguide components part 1. Now, what is the network analysis? As you know that you have worked with the low frequency analysis. We have drawn the circuitry made up using the resistor, capacitor, inductor and the voltage source we have connected. You have made the voltage current into the path. Okay. Now in the microwave circuitry, the parameter or the techniques that we applied in case of the low frequency that will not work. We have calculated the Z parameter, H parameter, ABCD parameter, Y parameter at the low frequency. At the high frequency, the fundamental that can be different. So, we need to learn about the parameter which can be useful into the microwave engineering, that are the S parameter. The full form of the S parameter, that is a scattering parameter. So here as the input and the output we have the logic variables, and that variables that are the traveling wave, okay, that we are transmitting, okay. So now here you can see in the diagram that the two-port network that you have studied in case of the low frequency. Vs, that is the voltage source, the impedance is the Zs, and at the load end the ZL is connected. A1, that is the input for the two-port network, and B1, that is the output for this. A2, that is input for the two-port network from at the load end, and B2, that are the output wave. So scattering parameter or the S parameter. So what is this? So a parameter set that relates to the traveling wave that are scattered or reflected when an N-port network is inserted into the transmission line. So here we can also say that A1 and A2 that are the traveling wave and B1 and B2 that are the reflected wave for the network. So S parameters, they are important in the microwave design because they are easier to measure and to work with a high frequency than the other kind of the two-port parameter. So other kind of the two-port parameter were Z parameter, H parameter, ABCD parameter, Y parameter, that all parameter that works at the low frequency but at high frequency they won't work. Now the scattering matrix parameter definition is the scattering matrix of an M-port junction is a scattering square matrix of a set of the elements which relate incident and reflected waves at the port of the junction. The diagonal elements of the S matrix represents the reflection coefficients and off diagonal elements represent transmission coefficient. What are the characteristics of the S matrix? So, it describes any passive microwave component. According to the S parameter, we can have the idea of the microwave component, how it behaves at the different conditions. It can also exist for the linear passive and time invariant network. It gives complete information on reflection and transmission coefficients. Why S parameter is required? Now, voltage and the current are very difficult to define and measure in the distributed circuits. Now we know that we are connecting with the particular transmission line, we are sending the signal at the very larger distance. So at that time there is no physical link is there. Now at that point it is difficult to measure the voltage and the current value. So incident and the refracted wave, that are the natural description for the microwave structures. So we are transmitting the wave, that is the traveling wave, and the wave which will be reflected from some point, so that is the refracted wave. So here we have this two logic variable for defining any two network, any two-port network for the S parameter. Conversion from S parameter to other parameter set is a matter of routine algebra. Here in the diagram you can see that port number 1, port number 2, the DUT, that is the device under test. A1, that is the forward measurement, and at the other end there is a reverse measurement. So S11, what is it? S11, that is the parameter at the port number 1, and S22, that is the parameter at the port number 2. A1, that is the traveling wave, and B1, that is the refracted wave. So now the S parameter, they are measured by sending a single frequency signal into the network or black box and detecting that waves exist from the each port. So power and power, voltage and current can be considered to be in the form of the waves traveling in both the directions. So port 1, okay, the incident wave is traveling, okay. At port 2, there is nothing. In the second diagram, for a wave incident on a port 1, some part of the signal reflected out, okay, at the port, and some portion of the signal, okay, that exists to other port. So here you can see that in the second diagram, the port 1, okay, the traveling wave is transmitting, port 2, the transmitted wave, and some part of the signal which will be reflected back at the port number 1. So we can also say that how this particular things that may work. Here in the diagram we can define a few more parameters. We can write the linear equations describing the two-port network, that are B1 is equal to S11A1 plus S12A2. B2 is equal to S21A1 plus S22A2. What is S11, what is S12, what is S21 and what is S22. So now we are defining all this S11, S12, S22, S21 and S12. What is the S11? S11 is equal to V1 upon A1 while A2 is 0. While the A2, that is short circuited, the port number 2, that is the short circuited. So input reflection coefficient with the output port terminated by the match load. So if the output port is terminated by the matching load, okay, then the value of the A2 that becomes 0. So at that time S11, that is the input reflection coefficient, that is the B1 upon VA1. B1 is what? Reflected wave at the port number 1. A1 is the transmitted wave from the port number 1. S22 is equal to B2 upon A2 while A1 is equal to 0. It is the output reflection coefficient. So while the input port is connected with the matching load, so or it sets the Zs is equal to Z0, okay, where it sets Vs is equal to 0. So at that time, V2 upon A2 is the output reflection coefficient while A1 is 0. Now S21, it is known as the forward transmission insertion gain with the output port terminated in a match load. So it is V2 upon A1 while A2 is equal to 0. S12 is equal to V1 upon A2. It's a reverse transmission, okay, gain with the input terminated in a matching load. So in case of the S21 and S12, okay, that are the forward transmission and the reverse transmission. The opposite port that is connected with the matching load. Okay, so that the value of the A2 and the A1 that will be 0. These are equations that can be useful for solving the examples related to the S parameter. So now here in the diagram you can see that what is the S11, that is at the port number 1 we can measure. S22, that is the at the port number 2 we can measure, and S12 and S21 we can also measure. A1, A2 they are the travelling wave, and B1, B2 they are the reflected wave. Okay, so now this is about why do S parameters, what do S parameters depends on. So S parameter depends upon the network and the characteristics impedance, the source and the load used to measure it, and the frequency measured at. Okay, so here you can see in the diagram port 1, port 2, input port Z0, output impedance ZL. So that is, if the network is changed, the S parameters change. If the frequency is changed, S parameter is changed. If the load impedance is changed, the S parameter change. And if the source impedance change, again the S parameter change. So this is about the S parameter. Okay. So thank you very much everyone. Keep watching LJIET Electronics and Communication for more updates on a microwave engineering.